Gurubhyo Samasta Janakalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Satgurum Brahmavidvaram Manojavam Marudhatulya Vegam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtam Vadatmajam Vanarayutamukhyam Sriramadutam Sirasa Namami Santoshini Jaganmata Mama Saubhagyavriddhaye Namaskaromi Bhaktya Tvam Prasanna Varada Bhava Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Om Namah Pranavarthaya Shuddha Jnanaigamurtaye Nirmalaya Prashandaya Dakshinamuktaye Namaha Satchitanandarupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Sri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha Sita Samaropita Vamabhagam Parnasaya Charu Chapam Namami Ramam Rakuvanshanatham Krishno Rakshatu Mam Charachara Guru Krishnam Namasye Sada Krishne Naiva Surakshito Gamasagrat Krishnaya Dattam Manaha Krishna Deva Samudbhavo Mama Vibho Krishnasya Dasosmeham Krishne Bhakti Rajanjalastu Bhagavan He Krishna Tubhyam Namaha He Krishna Tubhyam Namaha. We are on the dasakam 49.
Yes, Swamiji.
After Bhagavan fell the Arjuna trees and got the name Damodara. Now, this particular dasakam narrates the migration of this Gopa clan from Gokulam to Vrindavanam. Now let us see. Who is chanting?
I'm chanting, Swamiji.
Okay.
Bhavat prabhava vidurahi gopaha taru prapata dikamatra goshthe ahetu mutpata ganam vishankya prayatu manyatra mano vitenuhu.
He Gopaha Bhavat Prabha Viduraha. Because the Gopas were Bhavat Prabhava Viduraha. They were ignorant of your glory. Tatte Vishankya. Because of that reason, they were suspecting Tarup Prapadadikam Ahetum Atra Goshte. That the uprooting and falling of trees and also the asuras coming and disturbing this little boy. And ahedum matra goshte, happening for no reason in this Gurukulam. Utpadagadam, as host of ill, they consider it is a ill omen. Vitenuhu manaprayatum anyatra. Made up their mind to move elsewhere. They did not realize it was Bhagwan's sport, but they thought that it is all bad omen. It is not good for the welfare of Krishna. Think about it, the whole village is thinking about one child welfare. So how much love they must have had for him. Continuing.
तत्रोपनन्दाभिदगोपवर्यो जगौ भवत्प्रेरणयैव नूनम् इतः प्रतीच्यां विपिनं मनोज्ञं वृन्दावनं नाम विराजतीति.
Tatra upanandapitha gopavaryaha. Among them, a leading gopa by name Upananda. Nunam bhavat preranaya eva jagau. Certainly, Bhattadri says, certainly due to your prompting alone, Bhagavan is the one who decides everything. He wants to move to Vrindavanam. So therefore he prompted this Upananda, Idi pradichyam ida virajati. Thus, to the west of here shines Manotnyam Vipinam Vrindavanam Nama, a splendid forest by name Vrindavanam. To the west of here shines such a beautiful place. He informed all the Gopas, including Nanda Gopa. And they said that this is evidently due to your presence in the other Gopas through invisible to the eyes. Continuing.
बृहद्वनं तत्खलु नन्दमुख्याः विधाय गौष्ठीनमथ क्षणेन त्वदन्वितत्वज्जननी निविष्ट गरिष्ठयानानुगता विचेलुः.
Atha khalu nandamukhyāha. Thereafter, those Gopas led by Nanda Gopa, Shanena, in a moment, immediately, actually stopping all other activities, Vithaya tat Brihatvanam, having turned that place, Gokulam, known as Brihatvanam, Goshtinam Vicheluhu, into an old disused cowpen. Means they have, see, surrounding Madura, the capital of Yadava country, there are 12 very beautiful forests. One is called Brihatvanam, Madhuvanam, Talavanam, Kamavanam, Bahulavanam, Kumudavanam, Khadiravanam, Bhadravanam, Bandiravanam, Srivanam, Lohavanam, and Vrindavanam. It is in Brihatvanam that Gokulam, also called Ambadi, where the Gopas were residing till this time, is situated. So Vrindavanam is due west of it. Paying listening to Upananda's words, Nandagopa and other Gopas decided to leave Vrindavan, Brihatvanam. Vrindavan, not Vrindavanam, Brihatvanam. That is the place, the Ambadi. Brihatvanam. Nandavanam. Brihatvanam. So enthusiastic about moving on to a new abode, they loaded their belonging on carts and got ready for the journey. In short while, they were transporting to the new abode to the maximum extent possible all utensils, implements required for their new household. They discarded only broken pots and torn clothes. That place, Gokulam, where young and old, men and women and cattle used to move about freely all the time, became suddenly deserted and silence prevailed. So Gokulam had in fact been reduced, as it were, to the state of a deserted old cattle pen. The Gopikas got onto their respective carts along with their children. So that is what the Bhattadari here says, Goshtinam Vicheluhu. The Gokulam became an old disused cow pen. Tvadanvita Tvajjanani Nivishta Garishta Yananugadaha. Following that cart which acquired greatness due to your mother being seated along with you. So Bhattadari gives the dignity and importance of this cart were beyond words, because it was bearing the all-pervading Lord who had in his abdomen all the 14 worlds, and Balarama, the manifestation of Adishesha, the serpent who was carrying the earth on his head, and the divine mothers. Led by that cart, the Gopas moved on in their cart. They were certain that wherever they went and whatever they did, keeping the Lord in front of them, they would not meet with any trouble. Now nobody felt the weariness of the journey. Continuing.
Ano manugna dhvanidhenupali khurapranadantarato vadhubihi babadvinodalapitaksharaणि prapiyanagnayatamargadairyam.
Prapiya, having drunk with their ears, that is, having enjoyed. Ano manotnyadhvani denu pali kura pranadantarataha. The captivating sound of carts, the sound of the hoofs of the rows of cows in their midst. Bhavat Vinodalapitaksharaणि, and the sweet prattle uttered by you in jest. Markadaikyam na atnyayata. The distance of the road was not even felt. Vadhubihi, by the Gopikas. So it is natural to feel tired, but because of the presence of Bhagavan, nobody felt any tiredness or weariness of the journey. Continuing.
Nirikshya Brindavanameshanandat prasunakunda pramukhadrumaugham amodatha shadvala sandra lakshmya harinmani kuttima pushta shobham.
He Isha, Tvam Amodatha. O Lord, you rejoiced. Niriksha Vrindavanam, on seeing Vrindavanam, you rejoiced. Nanda Prasuna Kunda Pramukha Drumaukham. With the vast expanse of Kunda trees and flowering creepers like jasmine and Harinmani Kuttiba Pushtashobham, looking extremely splendorous, resembling a ground set with emeralds. Shadwala Sandra Lakshmiya, owing to the richness and beauty of the lush green grass. So, Harinmani, remaining blue sapphire also. It is possible to explain it as the gem emerald, which is naturally green and more suitable to the context. Okay. Harinmani. So it is something like the grass covering the ground looks like the emerald. Continuing.
Navaka nirvyudha nivasa bhedeshu ashesha gopeshu sukhasiteshu vanashriyam gopa kishora pali vimishritah pariyagalo kathastvam.
Ashesha gopeshu sukhasiteshu. When all the gopas started living happily, Navakanir Vyudha Nivasa Bhedeshu, in the charming newly built crescent-shaped houses, Tvam Gopa Kishora Pali Vimishritaha, you in the company of the Gopa boys, Paryak Alokataha Vanashriyam. And the elders were pitching or making the cottages for them to live. These boys, along with Krishna, roamed about and saw the splendor of the forest. Continuing.
Arala marga gata nirmalapam marala kuja krita narmalapam nirantara smera saroja vaktram kalinda kanyam samalokayastvam.
Tvam samalokayaha, you saw intently Kalinda Kanyam, the daughter of Kalinda, the river Kalindi. Arala Marga Gata Dharmalapam, with pure water running in a winding course. Marala Kuja Krita Dharmalapam, with pleasant sound caused by warbling swans. Nirantara Smera Saroja Vaktram, and an ever-smiling face of blossoming lotuses. The beauty of the river is beautifully given here.
Mayurakeka shatalobhaniyam mayukhamala shabalam maninam virinchalokasprishamucha shungaihi girimcha govardhanamaikshathastvam.
Tvam Aikshadaha, you saw the Govardhanam cha Girim. You saw also the Govardhana mountain. What kind of mountain? How beautiful it is. Mayura Eka Shata Lobhaniyam, alluring with the crying sounds of numerous peacocks. Mayukha Mala Shabalam Maninam, and radiant with many colors imparted by the embedded gems. Virincha Lokasprisham Uchchasringaihi, touching as it were Satyaloka with its lofty peaks.
Samantato Gopakumarakaistvam Samantato Yatra Vanantamakaha Tatastatastam Kutilam Apashyaha Kalindajam Ragavati Mivaikam.
Tataha yatra tvam agaha. Thereafter, wherever you did move, samantataha vanantam, about the entire forest, samam gopakumaragaihi, together with the Gopa boys, tataha apasyaha, in all those places you did see, tam kalindajam kudilam, Iva Ragavati Eka. You saw this daughter of Kalinda in her meandering course, like a woman in love moving all alone. So after seeing the Govardhana mountain, wherever you moved around in the forest, in the company of the Gopa boys, in all those places you saw Kalindi winding its way about like a woman in love. Natural as it is for a woman in love to go alone by winding paths to experience the pleasure of seeing and meeting her lover wherever she goes. Kalindi too flows twisting and winding. Other has indulged in poetic fancy based on that feature. Continuing.
Tatha vidhesmin vipine pashavye samutsuko vatsagana prachare charan saramotha kumarakaistvam samira gehadhipapahirogat.
Hey Samira Gehatipa, O Lord of Guruvayur, Atha Tathavite Samutsukaha. Thus, in this fashion, exceedingly zealous, Vatsagana Prachare, intending the herds of calves, Asmin Vipine Pashavye, in this forest fit for cows, and Charan Kumarakaihi Saramaha, moving about along with the Gopa boys and Balrama, Tum Rogat Pahi, may you protect me from disease. So after Nandagopa and other Gopa started living happily in the newly constructed houses, you, accompanied by elder brother Balrama and other Gopa boys of the same age, started moving about in that forest, eminently suitable for cows owing to plentiful supply of grass, water, etc. You who are thus protecting even calves, which are devoid of any sense of discernment from wild animal, tigers and the like, may you protect me too from the misery of disease. Hey Samira Gehatipa, you are the protector who destroys all disease of the body, which is the abode of the 5 pranas. For this purpose, I need not propitiate any other deity. This is the tatparya of the verse. Now continuing, next one.
तरलमधुकृत वृंदे वृंदावनेथ मनोहरे पशुपशिशुभिः साकं वत्सानुपालनलोलुपः हलधर सखो देव श्रीमन् विचेरिथ धारयन् गबलमुरलीवेत्रं नेत्राभिरामतनुद्युतिः.
He Shriman, He Deva, O glorious Lord, Atha Tvam, thereafter you, Netrabhirama Tanutyutihi, having a lustrous body, pleasing to the eyes. Netrabhiramaha, pleasing to the eyes. Tanutyutihi, having a lustrous body. Haladara Sakaha, in the company of the one who wields a plow, that is Balarama. Dharayan Gavala Murali Vetram, holding on flute and cane. Vicherita Sakam Pashupashi Shubhi, roamed about together with the cowherd boys. Vatsanupalana Lolupaha. Now he is very small, that's why the father has given him to take charge of the calves. So being very enthusiastic in tending calves, Manohare Vrindavane, in this captivating, beautiful Vrindavanam, Tarala Madhukrit Vrinde, with swarms of bees flitting about. So this Vrindavana, which is beautiful, and that beauty is added by saying that swarms of bees flitted about very eagerly to gather honey from those flowers. So that means the Vrindavanam is beautified with the blossoming of wonderful flowers around. Continuing.
विहित जगति रक्षं लक्ष्मीकराम्बुजलालितं ददति चरणद्वन्द्वं वृन्दावने त्वयि पावने किमिव न भवौ सम्पत्सम्पूरितं तरुवल्लरी सलिलधरणी गोत्र क्षेत्रादिकं कमलापते.
Hey Kamalapate, O Lord of Goddess Lakshmi, Pavane Vrindavane, in the sacred Vrindavanam, Toi Datati Charanat Dvandvam, when you said to your feet, moved about, Vihita Jagati Raksham, which have been the sole protector of all the worlds, Lakshmi Karambuja Lalitam, and that beautiful lotus feet is caressed by the lotus hands of Goddess Lakshmi. Kim Iva Taruvallari Salila Dharani Gotra Kshetradigam. Which of these, the trees, creepers, water, earth, mountain, field, and the like, na babhau sambat sampuritam, did not shine full of prosperity. That Pattatari is saying, Hey Kamalapati, Lord of Goddess Lakshmi, the presiding deity of prosperity and your constant companion, who is always present along with you wherever you go, all places blessed by the presence of her grace, will surely shine with all prosperity in full measure. There is no doubt about it. That is the idea. Now, having said that, now we are getting a arrival of an asura.
विलसदुलपे कान्तारान्ते समीरणशीतले विपुलयमुनातीरे गोवर्धनाचलमूर्धसु ललितमुरलीनादः सञ्चारयन् खलु वात्सकं क्वचन दिवसे दैत्यं वत्साकृतिं त्वमुदैक्षथाः.
So this time this asura came in the form of a calf and he joined the herd of calves. And he thought that Bhagavan will not notice him. And he was waiting for Bhagavan to come near him so that he can catch him and kill him. That was his plan. But Bhagavan recognized. In fact, in Bhagavatam it is said, Bhagavan knew each one's name. Each calf has got their own name. Bhagavan knew their name itself. So, Sancharayan Vatsakam. That's while moving about tending calves, Lalita Murali producing melodious sounds on the flute. Kantarante Vila Satulape. In the middle, in the forest, shining with soft grass, Vipula Yamuna Tire Samirana Sitale. On the banks of Yamuna. Yamuna and Kalindi, same name. Okay, they are two names for one river. Cooled by breeze. Govardhanachala Murdhasu. And on the peaks of the mountain Govardhana, Kochana Divase Tvam Udekshatha Kalu. One day you saw indeed Daityam Vatsakritim, an asura in the form of a calf. The intention of asura, the follower of Kamsa, was that if you were to take on the form of a calf, you can go near him without any hesitation, and seizing that opportunity, he could kill you. That was his intention. This Vatsasura was the brother of Putana. So, Putana was killed. He was angry with Krishna. So now he has come to take revenge on Krishna. That's what happened. Continuing.
रभस विलसत् पुच्छं विच्छायतोऽस्य विलोकयन् किमपि वलितस्कन्धं रन्ध्रप्रतीक्षमुदीक्षितं तमच्चरणे बिभ्रद्विभ्रामयन् मुहुरुच्चकैः कुहजन महावृक्षे चिक्षेपिथ क्षतजीवितम्.
Atha Vilokayan, then observing him, Randhra Pratiksham Vichayataha. Oh, thank you.
Muted sound.
Then observing him, Randhra Pratiksham Vichayataha, who was biding his time, moving about, bidding his time. The calf, the asura in the form of a calf, was bidding time, moving about. Raphasa Vilasat Pucham, with his tail wagging vigorously with joy, and Kimapi Utikshitam Valitaskandam, with a strange look, with the neck somewhat turned, Tvam vibhrat asya charane. You caught hold of his two legs. Vibramayan muhuhu uchakaihi. And whirling him again and again rapidly. Chichepitatvam chatajivitam. From him, bereft of life, kuhachana mahavrikshe, against a big tree. He struck him against a big tree and killed him. When he was killed, he came out of his disguise and all the boys saw a Rakshasa. Then only they knew why Krishna is killing a calf. They were all surprised. But once they saw it is a Rakshasa, then they were all convinced. Continuing.
Nipatati mahadaitye jatya duratmani tatkshanam nipatana javakshunna kshoniruha ksatakanane divi parimilad vrindaha vrindarakah kusumotkaraihi shirasi bhavato harshat varshanti nama tadahare.
Hey Hare, O Lord, destroyer of all evil persons, Mahadeitye Duratmani Jatya, when the huge Asura, embodiment of evil by birth, Nipatati Sati Takshanam, fell down at that very moment. Nipatana ja vakshuna choniruhat shata kanane, destroying the forest by smashing the trees by the force of his fall. Vrindarakaha parimilat vrindaha. The devas who had gathered in large numbers, Divi tada nama varshanti, in the heavens, then did they verily shower bhavata shirasi kusumotkaraihi, on your head, heaps of flowers from the heaven, harshat, on account of their happiness. All the devatas were so happy that Bhagavan killed this terrible Asura, and they showered flowers profusely on the head of Bhagavan Krishna. And seeing this, children were suddenly concerned, from where did all this flower came? And to that Bhagavan answers very nicely. Continue.
सुरभिलतमामूर्धन्योर्ध्वं कुतः कुसुमावली निपतति तवेत्युक्तो बालैः सहेलमुदैरयः झटिति धनुजक्षेपेणोर्ध्वं गतस्तरुमण्डलात् कुसुमनिकरः सोऽयं नूनं समेति शनैरिति.
Kutaha nipatati. From where does fall this? I am Surabhilatama Kusumavalim. This exceedingly fragrant heap of flowers. Urdhvam tavamurdhani, on top of your head. Uktaha balaihi iti. When asked by the boys, thus, Sa kusuma nikaraha gataha urdham chatiti tarumandalat. Bhagavan answers as though he did not know. He said, that is the heap of flower that went up suddenly from the thick growth of trees. Dhanujatshepena, because of the dashing of the Asura's body on that tree. And the tree had so much of flowers which end up and came on my head. That's all. Shanaihi sameti nunam, falling down slowly, certainly so. Iditvam udairaya sahelam. So you did reply to them in joke, as though it is a joke. Now this Vatsasura stand for attachment. Vatsalyam, attachment comes always in a disguise. It attracts you and slowly make you attached. So that is what we have to conquer. We cannot conquer that. We have to get help from Bhagavan. So Bhagavat Saranam alone will help us. Now another Asura comes. Actually, this Asura is the brother of Potana, not the Vatsasura. So this is called Bhagasura. Continuing.
क्वचन दिवसे भूयो भूयस्तरे परुषातपे तपनतनया पाथः पातुं गता भवदादयः चलितगरुतं प्रेक्षामासुर्बकं खलु विस्मृतं क्षितिधरगरुच्छेदे कैलासशैलमिवापरम्
Bhuyaha Kochana Divase. Then afterwards, another day, when Bhavadadeyaha Gadaha Padu, you and your companions have gone to drink Tapana Tanaya Pataha, water from the river Yamuna. Yamuna is the daughter of sun god. Yamuna. Yamaraj and Yamuna, both are children of sun god. Bhuyastare Parushatape, in the very intense and harsh summer, Prakshamasuhu Bakam. At that time they saw a huge crane, an asura in disguise as a crane, huge crane. Chalita Garutam Stitam Miva, with flapping wings, standing like Aparam Kailasa Shailam, another Kailasa mountain. Kailasa is white. And this Bhaga also is white. This crane is also white. Khalu Vismrutam, certainly forgotten by Devendra, Chitidara Garuchede, while clipping the wings of mountains. It is said that in Puranas, olden days, the mountains had wings. And actually, because of that wings, this mountain used to fly and move about. This actually disturbed all the Mahatmas who are doing tapas in the mountains. Suddenly Himalayas take off, it's a problem. So Devendra saw that, he cut off with his Vajrayuta all the mountains' wings. So that is what Bhattadri is remembering here. It looks like, it's like a Kailasa mountain, but Indradevata forgot to cut off its wings. Continuing.
पिबति सलिलं गोपव्राते भवन्तमभिद्रुतः सखिलनिखिलन्नग्निप्रख्यं पुनर्द्रुतमुद्वमन् दलयितुमगात्रोट्याः कोट्या तदाशु भवान् विभो खलजनभिदा चुञ्जुः चञ्जू प्रगृह्य ददारतम्.
Gopavrate Salilam Bibhati Sati. And when the Gopa boys were drinking water, Saha Kila Abhitrutaha. This Bakasura, in the form of a crane, indeed, who had come rushing, Nigilan Punatrutam Udvaman, and he came and quickly swallowed Bhagavan Krishna. But again, he quickly spit out because he realized that Bhagavan is so hot. He could not, because Bhavantam Agni Prakhyam, you who are capable of burning others like fire. So he thought that he swallowed a fireball. So he spit it out. Agat Dalayitam. And again this crane approached Bhagavan to kill him. He came came near you to tear you apart. Agat Dalayitam. Kotya Trotya, with the tip of his beak. He Vibho Tada Bhavan. And at that time, O powerful Lord, at that time you Khala Jana Bhida Chunchuhu, well known for eliminating all evil ones, Ashu Dadara Tam Pragrihya Chanchu, quickly split him apart. He caught hold of the beaks and split him apart, holding the two halves of his beak. Bagasura departed to the abode of death. Continuing.
Sapati sahajam sandrashtum va mrutam khalu putanam anujamagham-apyagre gatva pratikshitumeva va shamana-nilayam yate tasmin bake sumano gane kirati sumano vrindam vrindavanat grihamayatha.
Tasmin bake Shamana Nilayam Yate. When that Bagasura went to the abode of death, as though Sapati Sandrashtum Khalu Putanam, as though to quickly go and meet perhaps Putana, his sister. Mritam Sahajam Va Athava, his deceased sister, or even Gatva Agre Pratikshitum Evava. Evava Akham Anujam Api. Or as though going earlier, waiting for his younger brother, Akasura. The next one is Akasura. Akasura was also, so Putana, Bakasura, and Akasura, they were all brothers, sisters. So younger brother was Akasura. So Bhattadari's Kalpana is that he has gone to the Yamaraj, Yamaloka. Yamaloka here means died. In advance, waiting the arrival of Akasura, Akham Anujam Api, the younger brother too. But Akasura Vatham is very interesting. The Akasura attained Mukti. So that is what you will say that in the next dasakam. Sumanogane kirati sati. And when the host of Devas were showering, Sumano Vrindam, heap of flowers on you. Ayyatha griham Vrindavanat. You did go back home from Vrindavanam. Continuing.
ललितमुरलीनादं दूरान्निशम्य वधूजनैः त्वरितमुपगम्यारात् आरूढमोदमुदीक्षितः जनितजननीनन्दानन्दः समीरणमन्दिर प्रथितवसते शौरे दूरीकुरुष्व ममामयान्.
Hey Shaure, O Lord, the skin of the Surasena clan, Tvam Samirana Mandira Prathita Vasate, you whose glory is spread out by your benign presence in the great temple of Guruvayur. Vikshita Vadhujanaihi, who were seen by the Gopikas, Upagamya Arat Tvaritam, who came near speedily, Arudhamodam Vishamya, with joy that had reached its zenith on hearing, Lelita Murali Nadam Durat, the melodious sound of the flute from afar. Janita Janani Nandananda, and who generated immense happiness in Mother Yashoda and Nanda Gopa. Duri Kurusha Mama Amayan. May you banish my ailments. It seems in Vrindavanam, all the Gopikas, they come out of their home and stand in line to have darshan of Bhagavan Krishna coming back from the forest with the calves, and they wanted to see that form of Krishna completely covered with the dust coming out of the hoofs of these calves, and curly hair and beautiful face, never get tired, always smiling. And when they hear that flute, they all come out and stand and wait for him. And that drishyam, Bhattadri is remembering and requesting Bhagavan to relieve him from his ailment called Vatarogam. With that, we complete the 50th dasakam. Now 51 is Akhasarvadam. That is very interesting. And afterwards also, after Akhasarvadam, there is a Brahmaji's also there. So this, Bakasura, Vatsasura was attachment. Bakasura was pretentiousness. Baga stands for pretentiousness, hypocrisy. So, Baga stands for hypocrisy. So that also one should get over with the help of Bhagavan. We shall see the next one next class, okay? Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namah. Hari Om.
Thank you, Swamiji.